You know, for 4 quarters, I thought that was a pretty awesome sporting event. And then overtime, you have one job. Make a kick. And I have to tell you, I got to get this off my chest. I can't believe they changed overtime. I was never offended by the old overtime rules. I don't care if it's on defense or special teams, 3 phases of football. I'd like to see them go back to the old overtime
this
rules.
Is shocking. I actually agree with you in this case. You know, in 14 years I played in the NFL, sometimes we lost on the first possession, sometimes we won on the first possession. But I always felt this way. Special teams players and defensive players get paid just as much as the offensive players get paid. Go do your job and get the ball back for your team. So I'm with you on all of this, but I'm also with Coach Arians. This ain't high school.
You got to make the kick, man. I like the new rule. You know, so I'm on offense. I want to touch the ball. I want to have an opportunity to go out and pull it from an offensive standpoint. But in the end, we have to have a winner. I don't care what we have to do. We have to have a winner. That game the other night was a display of will. And I wanted to see what will capitulate first. I have to get a winner out of that game.
So do you make sure that you keep going until somebody scores? How do you fix it?
Yeah, you keep going until the next person scores.
You only get 16 games. I agree with you.
You got to find
a winner.
I think we all agree with that. You have to have a winner. It's a question of how do we get to the winner. You and I believe that it could be a first possession winner. It doesn't have to be a dual possession team.
Well, I agree with Michael. Nothing's more demoralizing than not having a chance to go out there and impose your will, to have an opportunity in overtime. 2007, playing against the Green Bay Packers in Invesco Field when I played with the Broncos, Brett Favre gets the ball. They win the coin toss. He throws an 80-yard bomb to Greg Jennings. Game is over.
Who was covering Greg Jennings?
I mean, I was still laying on the ground stretching.
Game
it was over like that.
But that's game over now.
Right now. Right. If you scored a touchdown, game over.
And I would say, I feel for you, Brandon, but someone on your defense needs to make a stop.
I want my opportunity. I want my opportunity.
But it's almost like a kicker missing a kick. It's like Blair Walsh missing a kick. I mean, that's the same thing as a cornerback not covering the wide receiver, giving up a touchdown. It's the same thing.
It was so funny watching Pat Peterson when they missed the kick. Oh, he falls on the coach. And then when the other team he throws his arm, I was like, do you know, in each of those locker rooms, every one of those teammates, everybody looking upside those kickers' head like, dude, do you know what we just went through?
Really?
And you missed that kick, man. You knew it was not a good time to be a teammate.
Remember, though, a couple years ago, it was 2 years ago, I think, the Carolina Panthers actually, by virtue of having a tie, won their division and got into the playoffs. So the tie actually helped that team. Be interesting to see if one of these teams benefit from this tie.
They call it a half win.